Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Renee at Lovely Lavender Wishes. I hope you're having a very blessed day today. And I just felt like collaging today. So I am gonna work in my mixed media journal. And I looked at my last page. I mean, I've only done a couple pages in this journal. And I looked at the date. December 7th was the last time I worked in here. That's almost a month, y'all, already. I can't believe that much time has passed by without me doing anything in here, because I have been loving this and wanting to get more into it. So we'll just start back up now. So I really just wanted to kind of collage today. So I just grabbed a bunch of neutral scrap paper. I'm trying to use up some of my stuff, and a napkin. So it's going to be kind of like a mixed media thing. And I have no plans. So we'll kind of see how this goes. And so I'm just gonna, here, let me put all this over here so I can see what I have. And so, oh, I like this polka dot too on the back. So I'm just going to start tearing. Ooh. I could get my tearing ruler, I guess. I just don't want to have any straight sides, I guess. And I'm just gonna do I don't know, rectangles, squares, just kind of geometric, I guess. And I'm just gonna, I don't know, we'll just kind of put this in different places and we'll see what it looks like when we're done. So I'm hoping that, again, this will get you all interested in doing, you know, maybe some mixed media collaging or what have you. I guess I'll have some little, I don't know. Trying to use up some of my papers. So I had this old customer order paper. I guess I should probably start gluing so it'll all stay. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, we'll just start gluing it down and we'll see if I have any little spots that we can fill up here. So you could ink these edges up, but I want this as background. Normally when I do collaging, I do ink up the edges. And if some stick outside of the paper, I'm fine with that, or outside the page, totally fine with that. I could always cut it off later. Try not to get my head in the camera, y'all. I'm trying to see what I'm doing too. I'm gonna need some brighter lights, I think. I'm starting to get to that point. Need some brighter lights. I do have a lamp over here on my desk that I hardly ever use. I should use it. I'm just kind of gluing this in on the crease there. Let's go like this. So yeah, I'm just willy-nilly just collaging. Don't think too much about it, because if you do, you'll sit and stare at it all day. Believe me, I know, I've done it. So I just really wanted to get creating today and just do some you know, painting, collaging, just mixed media stuff. Just trying to get that on there. Let's do this one. So this is going to be my background. I'm probably going to cover over a lot of this, but I wanted some interest on the page, so I'm not just looking at a white blank page. So this is a great idea to do if you're, you know, if you don't want to stare at a blank page and you're wondering, you know, what to do. I wonder if I should use some of that polka dot. I really like that polka dot, so let's wait. So yeah, if you're wondering, you know, staring at a blank white page and you're like, oh, I don't know where to start, where to begin, collage is a great way to start. At least then you got something on your page and you're like, oh, I accomplished something. And then, you know, you can go from there. So I don't really mind that I have some of these little white spots here or there. I don't remember where I had this stuff. I'm just trying to put a little bit of each page on both sides. So you can see I've got some of this on both sides. This one I wanted underneath here. And a good thing about using glue sticks is you can lift your papers up. It doesn't glue down as firmly as other glues, at least right away, so then you can kind of adjust as you go. Just didn't want that straight line there. Now I'm just gonna fill this up. I really like this polka dots, so I think I'm gonna put one there, and that little hole, put one here. It's probably gonna get covered up anyway, so let's do something else. I've got some of this. I've got some of this green paper too. Might wanna. But anyways, I hope you're all having a very blessed beginning of the new year. So far, so good, huh? So far, so good. But yeah, get your mixed, I hope you all are starting a mixed media journal. Get it out, craft along, and just start tearing. This is a great way, like I said, to get rid of a lot of your scraps and to make something beautiful out of them. Something you can look back on and be like, hey, I made that. Just put a little bit of green on this side. Okay, look at that. I got rid of a lot of my scraps. Look, that whole pile is almost all gone. Look at that. Great. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I had this little napkin, and I just want to start using up some of my napkins as well. So I'm going to probably be doing a lot of napkin decoupaging in the next, I don't know, this year. Okay, so let me think. I want like this kind of, so I'm just going to go over it with my water. I think I want about that much. Maybe not so much. Let's go around this way. And in collaging, you don't want to cut your napkins usually for collaging if you're collaging, because when you tear them like this frayed look, they blend better into, when you put them on your page, they blend better into the background versus if you cut it out. So if you're collaging, it's a lot, it's, I guess not better, but I like it better if you, let's see what we got here. If you rip it like this, because, ooh, I like these little, so let's do this. Get some more water. Because like I said, it'll blend better into the background. So we'll use that for something else. We'll use that for something else. We'll save that. Okay, so I am going to grab my clear transparent gesso. Grab my brush. Let me grab a paper towel just in case. Okay, and I'm just going to do what I always do. I'm going to start at one end and work my way up or down or whichever way. So just figure out which end you want to start at and then just start putting it down. I want to get it right here on the edge though, if I can. Come on, we can do it. Okay. And then just pull your napkin up and just kind of work in layers like that. And then you can smooth it down as you go. I find this way has been the easiest way for me to get napkins down versus trying to glue the whole thing down. Doing it in little segments like this is a lot easier. And sometimes I'll just put some water on my brush and water down the gesso a little, because you don't need a lot. You just need a little. You can even do this with a glue stick. You don't have to have gesso or Mod Podge or any of that. You can use a glue stick. Whatever you have, you can use watered down Elmer's glue. There is no set way to do this. So now what I'm going to do is go over the top just to seal it in, especially along the edges. Water this down a little bit. Okay, got that one down. Also with collaging, a lot of people say they have issues or problems with collaging. Usually the easiest thing I've found, and I'm not an expert at collaging at all, y'all, but I enjoy it, is usually sticking with a set palette, meaning staying with kind of the same tones of color if you want it to all blend in. But then again, like if you want a really bright, vibrant, I've seen really great collages with all different colors and vibrant. So it just depends on the look you're having. If you want one that's like monochromatic or all kind of the same, you want to stick with kind of the same colors or complementary colors. And you can always look online on, you know, what colors are complementary or anything like that. Versus contrasting colors or, you know, opposite colors. But so for this one, I'm sticking with neutrals, greens, yellows, and I'm gonna kind of stick with that. Browns, greens, and yellows in this one. That will tie the whole thing together versus like coming in with maybe like, for example, like a purple color or something. Because that will like, just like, you know, shine out of this page like a spotlight. Or like red, for instance. I mean, you can use it, red and green. I mean, if you're looking for the Christmas kind of look, that's totally fine too. But this one I want, again, to all kind of mesh together. So that's usually the best way. So what I'm gonna do now is dry this. I have pieces of paper here to protect the back sheets. So, you know, just some scrap paper. That's just another little tip when you're using this, because you get all, you know, all over the place and you might end up going over the page or what have you. So let's dry this. Get it pretty dry. Another tip that I would give when working with collaging is always try to figure out what your focal point is going to be. If you have a focal point, that kind of will draw your eye towards that one main part of the collage. So on this one, since I'm doing a 2-page spread, I'm probably going to have 2 focal points, one on this page and one on this page. But since I am using all the same color and the same techniques on both sides, both sides will coordinate together, just like one big picture. But I'll probably have 2 focal points. It's a little damp yet. On this side. That should be pretty good. Okay, now the next thing I'm gonna do to kind of fade all this into the background, I have this Liquitex Basics. It's just, I don't even remember where I got it. Probably a garage sale, but it's acrylic gesso. It's white gesso. So this is not clear gesso. This is white gesso, and it's getting a little thick. So I just usually just use it right out of the container here, and I am just gonna smear some on and go in even with you can go in with your finger. Like if this was like a jar, I'd probably just go in with my finger like this, because you get a different look when you use your fingers versus using a brush or something, you know, distinct like that. So what I am doing now is going all around where the pages connect, where all my little collage pieces connect, and even around the napkin a little bit. And that's why you have to dry your napkin, because if it was wet and I went in with this, it would probably rip the napkin. Not saying it would, but it might. I can see it's even bubbling up and ripped right there. We'll just put some gesso there. Kind of stick it down. So this is just another way of kind of making all this fade into the background a little bit and blend together all these pieces and not have these distinct, like here's where the napkin is, here's where these pieces connect. Just kind of smear it around. Have fun with it. Get dirty. That's the whole purpose of this, is get dirty, get creative. So yeah, let's see, let's get some down here. Some on the sides. I wanted to fade that little pear out a little bit. Okay, let's see. Have some dark areas, some light areas. And then another thing I found that helps me is sometimes if you stand back from it, because sometimes if you're too close to it, you can't really see, like, you can't see it as well as if you stand back from it. Okay, I'm gonna fade this one out a little bit more. So yeah, you can like either sit up from your chair, stand back from it, see if anything's like really popping out at you. Like you probably see it better than I see it on camera, because sometimes when you're watching, you can see things from far away and you're like, hey, you missed a spot or whatever. So sometimes just by standing up and staring, you know, get a little farther away from it, that can help you get a little perspective on the piece as well. Not only that, if you find yourself just totally like, I don't know what to do with this page, I'm just gonna stick my finger in this water, y'all. Rinse it off. So if you get stuck and are looking at a page, or you have no ideas whatsoever, because I get like that a lot of times with Bible journaling, like I know I want to do a certain scripture, but I'm just not getting any ideas. Sometimes you just got to leave the project for a while, you know, sleep on it. You know, that's that famous saying, sometimes you just need to sleep on it. And I find a lot of times if I just leave the project and come back to it another day, all of a sudden, when I had no ideas whatsoever, the next day or a day later, I will have a whole bunch of ideas like that just occurred, like just popped into my head or whatever. So for sure, sometimes you just need to leave the project. I've had many projects like this where I'm just like, okay, I can't think of anything else, and I just leave it for a couple days and come back to it. So you can totally do that too. Okay, so there's our background. That's even pretty just like that. But we are going to do a few things. So I was looking through, looking through my plant, you know, some of my plant books, or, you know, my ephemera of plants. And since I'm doing the greens and yellows and browns, I was thinking I can do some of these plants and use some of these for ephemera pieces. I think I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna tear it too. And I'm not gonna use the whole thing. So I'm gonna tear. So yeah, just cut out. This is from like a flower book or gardening book. Anytime I find one of those, I will just, you know, anything with like little flower drawings, and then you can keep this for something else too. So I can throw that part away. Actually, I'm just gonna tear that. And let's see what this one looks like. If not, I can always grab the other one. And I don't want this whole thing. I think let's just go right about there, I guess. So I don't even know what book this was from. This looked like it was from like another flower book or gardening book. But you can pick these up for super cheap at garage sales, book sales, you know, ask friends, you know, if anyone's throwing anything out. I mean, you can find this stuff all over the place. You could use cards, whatever you have. So those are probably gonna be my focal pieces. Okay, another thing I wanted to do before I did that, let's make sure this is dry, okay. I have tea dye, distress ink, and I am gonna kind of go over some of this. Maybe you might not be able to see a lot of it. And I'm gonna mute down this white gesso and go around the edges. Kind of give it like a vintagey feel, maybe. We'll see if it works. I get a lot of these ideas, y'all, from Barbara over at 49 Dragonflies. She does a lot of collaging as well. And I love her vintage antique type looking, her grunge. I guess grunge would be more. She likes to grunge things up. So I get a lot of these ideas from her because I like that look too. I like the grungy type look. Yeah, you can, it's giving it like a old antique-y feel. It's muting down that white a little bit. Ooh, I am liking this. So just keep adding layer upon layer upon layer and see what happens. I need to stand back. See, here's a little white spot. Okay, so that just kind of muted it down a little. And then the other thing I wanted to do was take my vintage photo. It's a little darker than the tea dye. And, ooh, yes. And like go over the edges like this and give it even a darker look. Bring it up in some spots. Let's turn it this way. So if you have any kind of inks, and if you don't like the grunge look, do a bright look. You can use any colored inks. You can do this with anything. So if you're doing like a purple page or a pink and purple page or whatever, you can mute the colors in the background down with it, maybe like a light pink, and then go around the edges with a brighter pink, like a fuchsia or a purple. If you want to like get this look where it's like making it pop out a little bit more. I think ink always seems to do that. Whether you're inking up edges of, you know, your collage pieces, which I didn't want to do because like I said, you know, on this one, we wanted it to fade into the background, but I like doing the edges of the actual pages because look at the look you get. Look at that. It's like popping out. I love that. And it gave it like more of a grungy type look, aged, weathered look. Okay, so where were we? Let's see, we've got, oh, I should have kept that out because I am going to ink up. That's why I was thinking about ink. I'm going to ink these up. So we're just ink, ink, ink. You can just spend all day in front of the TV, put some music on, whatever, and just start collaging and inking. And I'm going to do so many more pages in this book this year, y'all. I am really, really loving this. And as of right now, ever since my Renaissance journal, y'all, I think that was like my masterpiece. I don't know. I have ideas in my head of what I want to do, but after that Renaissance journal, I'm just like, wow, now how do I top that? And I don't know if I'm going to be able to top that or if I should even try to top that or just go in a whole different direction for another junk journal. So I might just go in a whole different direction for another junk journal because I just can't even, yeah, I don't even know how I would top that or do anything with that. I don't know. So that's where I'm at right now for junk journaling. I got to figure out what I want to work on next. So if y'all have any ideas or something that you'd like to see me do, please let me know in the description or in the comments below. Okay, so y'all have been asking me what I do with my Your Creative Studio box items. Here are some of them. This is a vellum piece, which I thought was cute. And here's just, you know, again, another little, I don't know, just, you know, ephemera piece and more ephemera pieces. This one I already used and tore up, but I'm going to finish it off and use it in this. And then I had this little vellum piece. I had this little butterfly vellum sticker or washi tape sticker. And then this one that says true beauty in a woman is reflected in her soul. And I always, not always, but I do like to put like a little word phrase or something. Now, a great way to get word phrases, let me grab my, oh, let me see if I can find it. Okay, so I have this big bin of this big container here of different vellum word phrases or, you know, rub-ons or what have you. But another thing I do is if you have kids books, especially kids books or poem books, poetry books, you can cut out when you're in front of the TV, just cut out, this one was from a kid's book, like I think a Mother Goose book or a rhyming book or something. Just cut out phrases that you like. For example, like this one, they danced by the light of the moon. I loved that. You could always, you know, you can take this, cut it out better. I just would go through and while I'm watching TV, cut out phrases that I like. So if you have old kids books or poetry books or phrase books or anything, any book really, I mean, you can find different word phrases in a ton of books. And then just fill up a little baggie here. Then anytime you need like a phrase or something, you can just go in here and find a phrase you like. I don't know, let's grab something and see what it says. Okay, this is in her teeny tiny pocket. I mean, it probably went with something else. You'll get there in her teeny tiny pocket or something. I just grabbed those two. But you can take little phrases and put them together and make you know, little cute little phrases for your collage paper. And this even works, I mean, you can use these for your Bible journaling, anything. So that's just my little tip of the day. I try to give you a tip of the day every time. But this one, I found this in my Your Creative Studio bin, so I'm gonna use it. I just figure I just grabbed all this. So let's see. So the first thing I wanna do is now make like a little mini collage. But I don't wanna cover too much of this. I mean, you can use the whole thing if you want, but I'm thinking tear this vellum. I could use some of that on that side too. Sometimes you just gotta play with stuff and figure out the best place to put it. I like this part, so I want to kind of keep that little piece coming out. And I like this part right here, so I want that to show. Yeah, so maybe we could even bring it down lower and have that. Okay, maybe like that. I'll save that just in case. I can hear my husband talking in the other room, y'all. Just ignore him. Ignore him. He's working. Okay, so this, I think... So I'm wondering if I should ink these up. Let's ink these up and see what that looks like. Because why not? We need to ink things up. That'll make it pop a little bit. I don't want to cover that one up too much, or I could go like this. Let's see what that looks like underneath it. It may be a little bit of this. Under here. Y'all, what do you think? What do you think? Okay, so far we're gonna just keep it like that for now. Okay, what was I doing? Inking. So yeah, these are just little ephemera pieces that I got in my Your Creative Studio boxes. She does like a monthly subscription. So this one, I think I want to make into a tag. So I'm gonna just kind of cut this like a tall tag, I guess. And then I just kind of gently fold it over and cut the little, so then it makes it look like a tag. You could put a hole in it too if you want. You can punch a hole in it and make it an actual tag. You could put ribbon or an eyelet on it, a ribbon or some string on it. Give it a little more three-dimensional feel. So let's see. Maybe something like this. Hey babe, I can hear you.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay, bye. Can hear you working in there. Oh, let's see. Maybe we'll take some of, oh, I forgot about this one too. So let's, what to do, y'all? Too many choices. I actually think this one might be better up higher. So it's not like just one on this side, one on this side. I like having things a little wonky and not having everything so geometric. I'm really trying to think where we can maybe put this too. Maybe I will just put that there. You can still see the plant through there, but it gives it a little something. Might as well use it. Okay, let me throw this part out because I don't like having trash around me. Okay, so let me grab this and we're gonna glue this stuff down. Okay. This is a sticker, I think, so I can just stick that once I'm... That was one thing I forgot on one of my pages. I was gluing down paper from Your Creative Studio boxes, and it was paper, but it was sticky paper. I could have just, instead of gluing it down, I could have just ripped the back of it off because it was all like, it was full page sticker paper, kind of like these vellum stickers. So I could have just ripped the whole back off, but instead I glued the whole thing down. So I was too busy talking and not, I'm trying to think which one it was. Oh, it was in my collage book. Yeah, my collage book, which we need to work in that one too. This one's like a collage mixed media. This could have gone in my collage book too, but this one I don't think it really matters. I'm gonna be using both books. But, ooh, okay. Ooh, this is sticky. Okay, make sure, because once it's stuck down, I think it's gonna be stuck down. Okay, let's see here. This one's gonna go down first. Then this one. Then you can always go back and oh, excuse me. Felt it coming. Felt it coming. Still fighting this little cold. I feel fine. It's just this little cough just won't go away. And some of the stuffiness. So the weather here has been hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. I'm just like, whatever. My body's like, what is going on? I always get like maybe one little cold a year. So guess it's that time. Okay. I want it kind of off on an angle. And we'll do this one. Kind of want to cover that little flower up a tad. Kind of make it go on its own little angle right there. Okay. Let's see what else. What else? Okay, so like I said, I had this little butterfly, and it's another vellum sticker, so it'll kind of fade into the background, which I like, but it'll be there, so it'll give it some more interest as well. You could just do vellum stickers all over the place on this thing. These washi tape stickers. I guess they're not vellum stickers. Sorry, y'all. I keep calling them vellum stickers, but they're washi tape stickers. That's the technical term. I'm really bad about remembering the names of things. I like it. It's got dream in there too. Cute, cute. Okay, so I have the rest of this. We could maybe stick this somewhere, except I don't like that print word. Maybe not. We'll see. Okay, so I have this. True beauty in a woman is reflected in her soul. Now, I did get a set of these off Amazon. It was a set of, was it Amazon? I think it was Amazon. It's a set of a whole bunch of these grid washi tapes. So I got brown and tan and black and white and some purples and blues and pinks, like a whole bunch of them. I love these. I just love them. And look, I was surprised. You get pretty good amount of it. Because usually when you buy from Amazon, you might get like, a third of that, But this was a good set. I'm pretty sure it was Amazon. If it wasn't Amazon, it was AliExpress. But I love using this washi tape. And I'm trying to see if I have a darker one. I have a black and a dark gray, but I think this brown. So I'm going to put this in a few spots as well. So I'm thinking if this goes here, I want to kind of have that. I wish that was a little bit darker brown. And I don't think I have anything darker. But that's okay. That's okay. Trying to see like where else we'd want to put this. Don't like that as much. Maybe if I cut it in half or tear it. I don't like that little, there we go. Let's go like this. Like that. I like just putting washi tape in random spots. I saw somebody do it somewhere, probably YouTube, or maybe it was like a Bible journaling class or something, and they just put like little pieces. Oh, you know who it was? It was this lady. She does, it's kind of like Bible journaling, but it's like bullet journaling, like everyday Bible journaling, bullet journaling. And she does these like Bible study spreads, like prayer spreads and stuff. I might put some more. I'm too busy talking, y'all. Let me put this here. I've got little pieces everywhere. And so she was doing that, and she was just taking little pieces of washi and just putting it everywhere, just tearing it up, little pieces. And I'm like, how is that gonna look? And when she was done, it was just so pretty. I was like, oh my gosh. Just all these torn little pieces of washi everywhere. And you don't really even see them. They kind of blend in, but I don't know. When you're actually like really looking at the page, oh, that's really wonky. When you're really looking at the page and you start seeing all the little details that go into it, it's pretty cool. Plus, you know it's there and you created it. And so that's what makes it even better, I think. Okay, y'all know me with stickers. Come on. These are so thin too. Trying to figure out, come on. Otherwise I could just glue it down like that, but come on. There's gotta be an easier way to do this, y'all. If you know of a trick, please let me know. They say rub your finger over the back and stuff, which I tried. It didn't work. So, okay. Oh, I love that. So I think we're done, y'all. Just got to date it. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. I am going to do so many more of these, y'all. This was so fun. Okay, so let me bring it up close. Hopefully my head wasn't in the screen the whole time because I was getting so close to my paper. So here's the spread, 2 pieces, or two pages. So I got 2 kind of focal points, and then the words here and the butterfly up there. So it's kind of symmetrical. You know, I got something on both sides. But we use napkins and scrap paper, and this is a great way to use up your scraps and little ephemera pieces and make little mini collages. So do a collage on the whole page and then make little mini collages. But there you go. There's my page for the day. So hope you all enjoyed. Hope this maybe will inspire you to try something on your own, and we're gonna do some more of these, but let me know if there's other things that you would like to see me do, and I will try. But yeah, today I wanted to collage, and oh my gosh, y'all, I really needed that. So fun. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.